Gouda Mac and Cheese. Mac and cheese is everything, and then you just start playing with the cheeses and you just, it becomes heavenly. All right, guys, let's do it. Come on in the kitchen. Let's cook. Okay guys, let's go over our ingredients. First, I'm already melting a stick of butter because we're gonna make a bechamel, right? So of course we've got some elbow macaroni noodles. You can use any type of noodles, but I just felt like using elbow. That's what I did. We've got some heavy cream, our smoked Gouda cheese, flour, and a little garlic powder, and a little parsley hiding over here, and some eggs. So first thing we're gonna do is as this melts, we're gonna start our bechamel. So we're doing a stick of butter. That may sound like a lot of butter to you, but if you're gonna make mac and cheese, you might as well make it right. You know what I'm saying? So to that, we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons-ish of flour so we can get our roux going. You know, and the reason I say if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right. You know, if you say, I wanna make some mac and cheese, and you kind of diet cheating or whatever you wanna call it, don't then turn around and say, well, I'm gonna try to make it keto friendly. No, just go ahead on and eat it, okay? Just go ahead on and eat it and make it right. Because it's nothing worse than trying to be on a diet and then make something that's good, friendly for the diet, and you just left disappointed because it ain't gonna never taste as good as this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I digress. Anyway, y'all, all we're trying to do with the flour here is cook it with the butter until that rawness goes away, okay? So you want to whisk it around. I recommend whisking on this. If you don't have a whisk, use a spoon and stir, but whisking has a really nice way of breaking everything down. Make sure that your flour is fully dissolved before you go on to add your cream and sugars. I said cream and sugar. Cream and cheese, y'all. I'm glad we family, because y'all know I be saying some crazy stuff sometimes. All right, here we go. You see that? That flour taste is gone. You just don't want that raw flour taste. That's not cool. All right, now we're going to take our heavy cream and add it. You can use half and half. You can use milk. You can use evaporated milk. You can use whatever you want to use. I like heavy cream because, like I said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm not one to go halfway. Go big or go home is my motto. I'm just saying. You can do what you want to do. But this has got heavy cream. That's why everybody come over here and be like, oh, girl, your mac and cheese is so good. I know. What? Heavy cream. Heavy cream. That's it. Heavy cream. Oh, I just use milk. That's why nobody asked for seconds. I'm just playing. Y'all do what you got to do. Okay, you're going to stir this until it thickens, okay? Now, what will also help you make sure that your flour doesn't clump or anything is if you make sure your cream is cold. Just a little tip. That's free. Keep stirring until this starts to thicken a little bit. Now I'm going to let that do its thing. Come over here to these macaroni noodles. I have boiled these according to the manufacturer's or the box instructions. Y'all, either I'm real hungry today, hungry with an O, hungry, or I don't know, my countryness has gotten the best of me. Either way, thank y'all for loving me. Anyway, I did not save extra pasta water today. Now, generally, 9 times out of 10, I save pasta water every time I make pasta. But when I'm making mac and cheese, especially if I'm going to use eggs to bind it together and put it in the oven, I tend to skip the pasta water step. I recommend using pasta water to get it to the consistency you like if you're trying to do it completely stovetop. Does that make sense? If you're going to make it stovetop, no oven involved, then I say use a little pasta water. Is that okay? Otherwise, if you're going to use the eggs and put it in the oven, don't worry about it. All right, look at that. You see how that's getting nice and thick? Now what we're going to do is add in the cheese, our smoked Gouda. Now I bought blocks of smoked Gouda and freshly shredded them. That's important. Now when you go to buy this, you can buy Gouda or you can buy smoked Gouda. Okay, I want you to know that there is a difference. Now, regular Gouda is delicious. So if you only find regular Gouda and you can't find smoked Gouda, that's okay. The dish is still going to be delicious, okay? I'm going to turn the heat off because it's pretty hot. But smoked Gouda just gives it a really nice dimension of flavor that is just unbelievable. And this is an easy way to make fancy mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? A little fancier. Now, let me tell you guys another trick. If you don't see, if you don't want to spend the amount on the block, because you get those little blocks of Gouda, they can get a little costly. Did y'all hear that? The oven is ready for the mac and cheese. Oh, okay, anyway, sorry. What was I talking about, y'all? Gouda. The blocks of Gouda can be a little expensive sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But if you go over, some of the cheese companies have sliced Gouda. You know, they have sliced Gouda. You can use that too. So what you do is when you take it, open it up, cut your sliced Gouda up into cubes and put it in here and just melt it like we're doing now. So there's options, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder. Oh, that garlic powder just hit that Gouda, yeah. And I'm gonna add a little bit of parsley in here because I love parsley. We think parsley is about decorating food, but it actually does have a nice little mild flavor too. Don't put it in there and then put it in there and watch. I'll wait. Stir all this up together. I'm gonna see if we need to add a hit of salt to this. And the reason I say see if we need to add a hit of salt is because that cheese has salt in it, but we use unsalted butter. So we will actually go ahead and put a good little generous teaspoon of salt in there. Oh, that looks delish. Delish, delish. And I'm gonna take this spoon, this fork, so I'm gonna use this end to whip my egg up. I'm just gonna taste this a little bit just to see if I like what I'm working with. Oh, maybe it ain't got good. Oh, won't he do it? Oh, ha! Bless his high name. Okay, cheese, noodles, together. Look at that. Y'all, the reason I thank the Lord while I'm cooking is because I'm a church girl at heart. That's just me. Loved, church girl. So I can't be nobody but me. And that's who me is. You're gonna go ahead and mix this in really good with your noodles. Look at this. You see how this is coming together? Yo! Yo! Oh my God. This is so delicious. And if you want to use different cheeses, use a bunch of cheeses. You know what I'm saying? You can use Fontina cheese. Use anything you want. Get fancy. I'm just using smoked Gouda this time because I actually like smoked Gouda. The smoked flavor really sets it apart from just regular Gouda, which is good as well. All right, here we go. I've got 2 eggs. This is going to help bind it. Give them just a little bit of a whisk. Just want to break those yolks up. And I want you to notice I tasted my cheese sauce before I added the eggs. Because once I put the eggs in, it's raw eggs in here, you really shouldn't be eating raw eggs. Unless it's cake batter, that's different. Those rules don't apply. But this is mac and cheese, not cake batter, so we'll avoid the raw eggs. Mix it up really good so you don't have any places that are weird looking. I guess, I don't know. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious, y'all? Okay. Oh yeah, that looks well mixed. See how that egg helped it come together? So I'm saying if you're putting it in the oven, you don't need to keep pasta water. Just use your egg, a couple eggs. All right, I've got my dish here. I've lightly sprayed it with a little bit of Pam spray, or you can, sorry, you can use butter or whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and dump this straight in here. Look at that. And don't worry if there's a few pieces of Gouda that didn't fully melt. That's okay. They will be loved here because that garlic powder. Y'all, that garlic powder hit that Gouda. I said Gouda. I said it like that. I'm loved. Thank you, Jesus. All right, spread it out like this. You can always sprinkle some more cheese on top if you want to. That works too. I probably should have done that. I was too excited to get all the Gouda in here, y'all. Smoked Gouda. Look at that. And I'm just putting, like I said, a little parsley on here. But you can use any herbs you want, to be honest. You can even use like, rosemary, thyme, whatever. I mean, there's nothing, we're not, herb discriminant. I'm gonna clean this little edge off right here. So make sure your little dish is pretty when it go in the oven. If it go in pretty, it should come out pretty. All right, I'm gonna take a few more of this. Oh, isn't that beautiful? All right, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this parsley. It's a vegetable. Okay. I can't even keep a straight face while I say it, y'all. All right, here we go. We are all done with this. We're gonna take this, put it in the oven for about 20, 25 minutes till it has a nice golden or a little bubbly top to it. Now, if you wanted to eat it stovetop and not put it in the oven, don't add the egg. And then I would say do use a little bit of the pasta water to get it to the consistency you want. And then you can be ready to go right now. But we're gonna bake this baby, because yeah. Okay, let's get this in the oven. See you in 25 minutes. Well guys, 20 minutes have gone by, 2025, and look at the result. This is beautiful. Ooh, she's hot. So let me, she's coming in hot. I don't don't want to burn myself. Oh, look at that. I'm just gonna taste a little bit. You see how, this is what I love. You see the little crusty stuff? Am I the only one who likes that little crusty part on mac and cheese? I can't be. Some of y'all, please tell me you like that part. You know, like the little corner. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, let's see. Oh, hello. Ooh, she's smoking. Okay, with your fine self. She's hot. Coming in hot. Oh man, this is so rich and oh, it's just decadent and smooth. The Gruyere is so smooth. Oh, I feel loved. Listen, let me taste a little crust. You know how? This is everything. You make this with something fancy like a steak. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like you really did something. Oh my God, the parsley is delicious in here. It's got just the right amount of salt in it. Oh, everything about this, I'm loved. Y'all, please make this. When you do, take a picture, tag me, let me know how you loved it. Smoked Gouda. As Maddie would say, ooh, this is Gouda. Okay, I know it's corny, but that's what my baby says, and I think it's funny. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time right back here in the Love Lab for more Calabama cooking with your girl, Chef Lorious. Happy cooking. I could eat this for dinner.